Right, today we're going to a brewery in Peterborough, the Oakham Ales, and this is their Jeffrey Hudson bitter. JHB English style bitter, 4.2% ABV, 500ml bottle. There's their traditional crown. I've had a few beers from this brewery. I've actually had quite a few beers from this brewery before they moved location in 1999 to Peterborough. I think originally they were at Oakham near, I think it's near Rutland Water. There's a big kind of inland, massive nature reserve. I've been up there a couple of times. They do the Great British Bird Watching Fair up there, and it's literally just down the road. So yeah, they moved in 1999. There is a bit of information about this brewery on Untapped that I kind of already knew anyway. I don't know if they split production at the two sites or not. I'll have a look in a minute. So yeah, Sir Jeffrey Hudson was an adventurer. In service of King Charles the First, so it's going back a while. There's not much else going on there, so let's crack it open. You know how commercial descriptions can be sometimes. You'd rather know about the beer. I know I would. So let's throw them caps down with the pile on the floor. So the beer in the bottle, as I've opened it, it's created, yeah, a little bit of foam on top. There's gentle carbonation running through the beer already, or running through the bottle already on that opening, so I'm going to be a little bit careful. It could be a bit more lively, and then it looks like it's flat as a pancake, so I'm going to generate a little bit of foam. I've gone for a 2/3 pint glass for this one. Beer in a glass, yeah, very clear. Very clear. For some bitters could be a little bit more darker than this, but this one's really pale, almost like a pale ale, to be honest with you. Not because it's pale, but you know what I mean. Or even maybe a lager, Pilsner type look to it. Pure white head, half a finger. Bigger bubbles resting on the centre of the head. Let's give it a swirl and a sniff then. Very kind of lemony. Almost smells like, you know, a Jif fragrant kind of air freshener kind of thing. Very light. Bit grassy. Maybe a bit of wheat. Excuse me. Smells, apart from the lemon, not much. So we'll give it a try and then see what we can pull out of the flavours. Cheers. Lemon, lemon, lemon. Lemon citrus. Lemon peel, lemon pith, slightly sweet, slightly sherbety. It all leads back to lemon. Is there anything else I'm actually picking up from this beer? There's a slight bready, biscuity malt going on there. There's a slight bitterness on the back end. There is a little bit more of a floral edge coming now as I'm getting the palate adjusted to the beer. If you don't like lemon, you're not going to like this beer. It's very lemon forward, for sure. It's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit more, it's kind of one-dimensional. There's not a lot, for my palate, being able to compete with that. It's a bit like there's a whole lemon, it's right at the top of the tree, and there's all these other flavours trying to bite at the lemon either side, just to pull the lemon down so they want to get on the perch kind of thing, and they're struggling to do it. If this was a Christmas beer, there'd be a lemon, not a star, or an angel at the top of the tree. It's not a bad beer. It's drinkable. It's an okay beer. It's a middle of the road beer from what I've tried from this brewery before. They do some great beers. I may have had this on cask once when I had a few beers already and with company and stuff, and yeah, drinking away like you do, and you don't think about it, it's just a beer. Next one, you know. Sitting down and analysing it, sober. Yeah, I'm sober. Yeah, there's not a lot else going on with it for me, unfortunately. But it doesn't detract from a great brewery that it is. I purchased this beer at Aldi. It was on a reduced to clear area. This was another one that was part of the 17 or 18 beers. They had like a little special beer, limited release beer festival going on, and this was one of them. So I was like, yeah, 99p reduced 30p or whatever it was. It's like for a quid. Come on, even 130. So yeah, buy a few of them. But it's just a little bit one-dimensional for my palate. This has got a best before the 30th of June of 2018, so we're well in date there. Light and refreshing with a blatant citrus fruitiness and a smooth, dry, bitter finish. And that's about it. There's not much else to it. Let me just see if it changed. I'll put the rest of this beer in. It's obviously, it's not a, it's a filtered beer. So it's probably not going to change at all just by pouring that in. Most of them don't. Exactly the same. It's okay. It's an average beer. For me, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 from me. So yeah, not quite up to some of the other beers. The Green Devil and the Scarlet McCall was a good beer, and I'm trying to think what else I had. Anyway, leave it at that. If you had this beer from Oakham Ales, this is their JHB Jeffrey Hudson Bitter. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.